My curiosity about business is really what began the journey. And I think that the entry points for me, I always say I'm a terrible employee. I'm lucky that entrepreneurship exists because otherwise I would probably be unemployed. Whenever I'm an employee, I'm constantly kind of thinking of how would I make this business my own? And what would I do that's smarter? Not that it is smarter, that's just the way my mind works. I think that necessity is the mother of invention. And so therefore I've had to start companies. Been fortunate enough, most of the time, I've had plenty of failures as well, but more successes than failures, I guess, at this point in my life, has afforded me the opportunity to be able to engage with people and do things that contribute to their success. I think the startup world, with respect to technology, if we talk about that part of my life, I was fortunate enough to work with startups early on. And I think because they were the only ones naive enough to hire me into roles that I was not qualified for. Truly, like a Fortune 500 company or larger companies, they have a great vetting process. They have people who know. When you're dealing with a couple founders and they're bringing in someone to be a CRO, if they're technical founders, they really don't know. I was able to get the role and then figure it out and develop relationships and become resourceful and have some success in some of those roles. So I started there, and then you build a certain level of proof of your capabilities, and then larger companies are interested in you. Have a couple exits, and you know how that ecosystem works, where the VCs that you exited with are now trying to pull you into other organizations because you're a trusted entity and they know your type of work and your work style and they want to see repeated growth. Then once you're in that flow, I often say the opportunities come when you're in the river. You can't experience them standing on the riverbank, right? But if you're in the river, these things flow by you, and I'd say there's a lot of fortune, there's a lot of blessings in my life that have put me in position to be able to take advantage of some opportunities.